Whether you're making smoothies, whipping egg whites, or pureeing veggies for soup, a good blender is an essential kitchen tool. High-performance blenders are the best choice for pure power and warranty coverage. However, your average protein shake doesn't require something as high-end as a Vitamix or Blendtec. In this video, we are going to review the best 5 affordable blender available in the current market. So let's get started. Number 5. GE Blender. This sleek 1000-watt blender is part of GE's countertop appliance line, and what it lacks in performance it almost makes up for in style and accessories. It aced our smoothie test, producing a well-blended, tasty result, and its performance was passable when it came to mixing 2 different colors of yogurt. During the ice and frozen strawberry chopping tests, the blender automatically shut off and needed to be unplugged, then plugged back in. Even after doing so, the blender couldn't process either the ice or the strawberries unless the items were fed into the blender through the lid hole one at a time while the blender was already on, or while using the pulse function. Despite the fact that this blender is so nice looking we'd likely never tire of seeing it on our countertops, we were disappointed with the GE blender overall. If you're looking for a high-performing affordable blender that can do more than just make smoothies, this probably isn't the best option for you. That said, if you're a loyal fan of GE, this blender isn't the worst we've tested and it costs just under $100. Number 4. NutriBullet Smart Touch. With its ultra-sleek touchscreen, this blender is definitely easy on the eyes. However, the touchscreen's limited feedback can make it difficult to know if you've actually pushed a button. Like other NutriBullet products we've tested, this 1500-watt blender impressed us with its intuitive controls and consistent results. It won't operate unless the lid is fully secured, which seems like a helpful safety feature in theory, but also makes it somewhat frustrating to operate. The lid is relatively difficult to remove and reattach because there are 3 separate places for it to snap on, and there's a sensor peg it must align with to function properly. This wouldn't be a bad blender to own, as it performed well during our mixing and chopping tests, and it'll look nice on your countertop if storage is limited. Number 3. Clean Blend Classic. The Clean Blend was designed by chefs for chefs, and while we liked the easy-to-use controls and no-frills design of this 1800-watt blender, we weren't totally sold on its blending abilities. It's incredibly easy to remove the pitcher from the base and place it on the base when it's time to blend, which is great if you like to work quickly in the kitchen. However, there's no click or lock-in-place sound, which might be disconcerting to some. This blender chopped nuts, chocolate candy, and frozen strawberries with ease, but it wasn't able to fully crush ice. The smoothie test proved to be a bit difficult for the Clean Blend as we had to use the pulse setting multiple times to tackle the last large frozen strawberry chunks. During testing, the base of the blender stayed mostly still and we didn't notice too much movement from the pitcher either. It comes with a nut milk bag, a tamper, a small rubber spatula, a 64-ounce BPA-free container, and a 5-year warranty. Overall, we enjoyed using this blender and think many chefs and home cooks would find it useful. Number 2. Black & Decker 10-speed blender. This countertop blender won't take up much space as its base is relatively compact compared to other bulkier models. We like the glass pitcher because it elevates the appearance of this otherwise average-looking blender. During testing, this model excelled at the smoothie test along with chopping various foods and blending 2 different colored yogurts. While it's lacking any automatic programs, we found its control panel easy to use and the buttons were very responsive when pushed. We discovered that it's best to use the pulse function in order to effectively blend a smoothie or chop frozen fruits, as opposed to a continuous blend. The plastic lid was slightly warped when it arrived, but with a little force we were able to fit it onto the pitcher. The pitcher, lid, and blade are all dishwasher safe, while the base can be cleaned using a damp cloth. Number 1. Instant Ace Nova. The Instant Ace Nova blender is hands down the best affordable blender we've tested. This blender can chop, heat, blend, and cook, plus it boasts a whopping 10 speed settings that can be easily adjusted using +/- buttons. Presets include smoothie, puree, crushed ice, frozen desserts, pulse, soy milk, rice milk, nut/oat milk, soup, and keep warm, and we found them to be super helpful during testing. It aced our chopping and mixing tests, then made delicious smoothies in almond milk using the one-touch program for each. Our testers were impressed to find that the soup setting produced a hot, fully cooked butternut squash soup after adding the ingredients and pressing a button. However, the soup setting doesn't blend the soup for you once it's done cooking, so we used the pulse setting to finish the job. This 1000-watt blender is easy to use and easy to clean because, well, there's a button for that. The controls were the most intuitive out of all the affordable blenders we've tested, and while the glass pitcher does make it heavier than other products on this list, it also makes this blender look and feel high quality. Some of the components are dishwasher safe, while the base and pitcher are hand wash only with a damp cloth. You must register your Instant Ace Nova blender within 30 days of purchase to take advantage of the 1-year limited warranty. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you like this unbiased review. And please don't forget to subscribe us to get the news of upcoming reviews. Stay tuned.
Fuck her in the Benz.